Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Alex the Comic Hoarder. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Right now I have another Holy Grail unboxing from CGC. I'm super excited to get into this box. Are you guys ready? Here we go! Before we get started with the unboxing, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to Paul, Midwest ComicMan, for the awesome job that he did pressing and cleaning these books. He also spotted restoration on one of the books and removed as much as he possibly could without hurting the integrity of the book. And then I just gave him the go-ahead to send the book in the way it was without any further restoration removal. And so thank you so much, Paul, for what you've done. Comic book community, he's a great resource for this community. He'll do a great job pressing and cleaning your book. So if you have anything that you want to get graded or anything that you just want to improve the quality of the book, I promise you he'll do a great job. And you can find his link in the description below. Also, another quick, crazy story about this box. I sent the two books, packaged them up beautifully, and actually Paul doesn't live too terribly far from me. Few hours away, but I wanted to send it overnight. I wanted to get this thing expedited. I knew he was going to be able to work on them very quickly, have a quick turnaround, and then ship them off to CGC, where I was going to have a 1 week turnaround time there for these two books. And sent the books off express mail, overnight delivery, guaranteed by 3 p.m. I believe, and they didn't show up. And as a matter of fact, they got lost for about 4 to 5 days in the mail, and I was sweating bullets. Thank goodness I insured them for good money, and I even had Paul insure them for a little bit more when he sent them down to CGC, just in case. But I'm happy to finally have gotten these books back, and I'm going to get into these books right now. Let's do this. Okay, I've got the trusty knife out. Should be rather easy to get into this book. One of these books I had. That's a big book for me. So one of these books I had in my collection. The other one was new as of the con at the Cape Comic Con. I was down there with Count Von Strange. And so he may have seen this book already. But I submitted two books, which are pretty much Grail books for me. And I'm ready. We're ready to look at these bad boys. Let's get rid of this invoice, and then I'll cut away and show you the first one. Here's the first book. I knew it was low grade when I bought it. Wasn't quite sure about restoration, but Paul was able to find some restoration in this book. He removed as much as he could on the back cover, which he did a great job. It looks great there. And there was some staining, so I knew this thing wasn't going to get a high grade. I actually thought it was going to get like a 1.5, but this is my Avengers #1. And it's got a 2.5 restored grade, slight restoration, and the restoration includes small amount of color touch on cover, small amount of glue on cover, tear seal to cover. And so there's a little bit of extra stuff going on in some spots, but he was able to get a nice chunk of restoration removal right there, and then he was able to lighten up this stain pretty nicely and make the book really present well. And I don't care, honestly. This is the book that I got from Doug Hazelwood, the inker from the 90s for DC, and I'm really happy. This one's just going to be displayed. It's probably worth what I paid for it now with the restoration grade, and so no big deal. This one's just going to stay in my PC, and I'm happy to have it. If I can ever upgrade, I may consider it, but it's definitely not a priority, especially for Avengers #1. This book can still be had for around $1,000 for low grade, if you can believe it or not. And now on to the Grail book. Really excited to have this one. I was getting a lot of advice when getting this book in a transaction I made, and the person that I was really heavily relying on was telling me that there was no way that this book was going to be above a 1.5, and then even if I was lucky, a 1.8. And so I sent it to Paul. He did his magic, and it was able to get a 2.5. And so now I have two X-Men #1s in 2.5 condition. And this one is actually, it presents a little bit better than the other one because there's no spine roll. I'll show you a couple other things about it. So here's the front. Now this one does have a piece out of page 1 slightly affects artwork. Now okay, so here would be like page 1. There's like on page 1 there's a little slight cutout right there, like a piece that was like almost ripped out, and that's it. So here's the front. Now I will show you the back before we highlight something on the front as well. There's a little mark right there that I knew when I was buying it because we counted the pages, we looked at the condition. Back presents pretty nicely, and Paul was able to clean it up nicely, make it nice and pressed and cleaned. It looks great. Paul did an amazing job. Now I will show you. We've got the infamous Cyclops. So somebody drew eyes and a nose on Cyclops and then signed their name there. Doesn't kill this book for me. This is an incredible book, and I actually posted this picture to some groups on Facebook, and people were using this as their Facebook profile picture, which was great. So this book is actually somewhat famous, but now I'll show you guys compared. So this is incredible. This is incredible for me, you guys. 2.5 was like, man, I was thinking like a 2.0 to a 3.0 would be like my dream condition on this book. Here's the one that I have with the date stamp. Love this one. And then the brand new one. There. This one has no notes on it. Doesn't have any notes on it. And this one just has where it talks about the piece of page 1. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'm super excited. I'm putting these in Mylar and then gonna put them on my display case that I've got set up. And it's gonna be awesome. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this unboxing and the 2 books that I really cherish in my collection. If you guys could, leave a thumbs up, leave that support. Also, if you could, leave a comment down below. And if you could, if you're not already subbed up, if you want to sub up and join this family, this community, that would be awesome. Also, check out the link in the description below for Midwest Comic Man. Paul does a great job of pressing, and he'll take submissions from you guys. He can submit books to CGC, CBCS, and PGX. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you all in the next video. See ya.